said, I don't really like to go back and forth with Dame because he's
Yeah,
helped me so
anybody.
much.
Yes.
And when somebody helped you, it's hard. But why do you think he's become so resentful?
Man, I think any man that knows they did wrong, before they admit it, they attack. And I think that's the phase he's going through. He's
You know, the crazy thing about it is I'm still trying to figure out how Bleek's hat be sitting like on just this amount of his head. That's talent. That's real talent. So Dame did wrong. You know, I was always under the impression that Jay was the one that snaked Dame. So I don't really know. I don't know the whole story. Maybe I need to do my history. But Dame is down bad a little bit right now. I seen his Breakfast Club interview, and I actually thought he held his own. I didn't think he looked bad in that interview. But there was one thing that he did say in that interview. He was like, he was really pushing it like he was going to be the next owner of Revolt, or he was in position to buy Revolt. He was taking over Revolt, and it was crazy because he was telling people if they wanted to know more things, like AI is real, like Chat GPT is real, use it. So while he was saying these things, I pulled up Chat GPT and asked Chat GPT, hey, is Damon Dash the new owner of Revolt? And Chat GPT told me no, he's not. And in actuality, he's nowhere close to being. He wasn't in no position of acquisition, and even I don't know if it was the CEO or whomever of Revolt had to actually come out and they had to let the employees know that Dame is not the new owner. He's not in a position to be the new owner. So I don't know. Dame could just very well be an habitual liar, but that's neither here nor there. I like Dame Dash. Let's be clear. I like Dame Dash, but the last couple years, maybe even a decade, it does seem like Dame is in a very like he seems scorned, and he is like there's a lot of resent there in his heart. Maybe he's seen where Jay was when they were together, and now where Jay is now. You know, billionaire, and he's like, yo, I had a part in that, and I'm not getting any credit. So I don't know. Maybe that's what it is.
in attack mode right
Right.
now. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then comes the admission and self-guilt later.
Right. You know, I see people on the internet and everybody saying, man, Hov worth this many billion. Man, he can kick Dame down something and get him out of that situation. Come, man, you know, blah, blah, blah.
That's not Jay. I'm just letting you know that right now. Shit, I'm his friend. He ain't giving nothing away. To the loved ones, you gotta earn it. You gotta work. And then the person who was chopping at his tree for so long, I just don't see it happening.
That's a lot of hat, dog. I mean, his head can't be unless he's like one of them cone heads. That's a lot of hat that just be empty. It's what's the mouse? There ain't no cranium up here. Like his head probably stops maybe like right here. It's just empty up there. Maybe that's for cooling. I don't know. But that's crazy. That's astronomically diabolical. If I'm Dame though, I don't think I would want Jay's money. Like, don't do me no favors. You know what I'm saying? Even if Jay was just like, I Dame, you owe taxes, you doing this, you doing that, whatever. I think he just filed for bankruptcy or whatever. I'm gonna shoot you, a couple mil. If I'm Dame at this point, you gotta kind of stand on business at this point. Like you've been on this tip for the minute, you gotta stand on business. That would make Dame look real weak. That would make him look real weak. And a man ain't nothing without his pride, right? So if you got your pride, you can't take that money. But Bleak saying that even if Dame would have took it, Jay wouldn't have offered. So it's just tough to see guys who came up in the game, ran the thing together, to not have any type of relationship at all, and not to make it a color thing, but for it to be black men to do it. That's tough.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I mean, because he's taking some shots. I mean,
Yes.
and it's In a way, for me, I mean, you know the situation better than I do, and you know both of them better than I. But it's really sad to see people that were so close together become
Yes.
so far apart.
Yes, and business does that. Now that's why I say money is the root of all evil,
Yes.
man.
The love of money is the root of all evil. Bleek. The love of money. Money is a tool. You need money. Unless you're trying to beat Earl or Nate on the street, homeless. But money is a tool. The love of money is the root of all evil.
Money is it changes everything
Right.
you know.
Money don't change shit. Money just makes people more of what they already are. Okay.
When we sitting here, everything is fine and dandy. You throw a pot of money in,
Mm-hmm.
everything changes.
And the reason why I see that is because you just look at Dame. Since we on the conversation of Dame and Jay, when Rock was on his top, like peak pinnacle, Dame was flashy. He was, kind of braggadocious. He was, the bottles and all this other stuff. Dame now, bankruptcy Dame, down bad Dame, he still got his suits on. He makes his videos in his house. That'd be a nice house. Like he kind of still showing a little bit. He ain't super, super flashy now because he's in his 50s. But he's still kind of letting people know, hey man, I'm not in no cardboard box. So Dame still got that Harlem in him. He's still Dame. Ain't nothing changed. Even if he ain't got as much money as he had before, he's still Dame. So and if you look at Jay's still laid back, still low key, and he's a billionaire now. He got more money now than he did 20 years ago. So, if that just changed him, then you would think that he would be more flashy now. He would be the one that was out just all over the place because he got disposable cash. I don't know. I could be wrong. I just feel like in general, regardless of who it is, I feel like money doesn't change you. It just makes you more of who you are. So if you were tight with money when you were broke, I don't think that you would just be frivolous with money when you have it. If you were irresponsible with money when you were broke, you're going to be more irresponsible with money when you have money. I just think that it just makes you more of what you already are. Now, if anything, it might change the people around you, but I don't think it changes the person that actually has the money.
Roc-A-Fella breaking up.
Worst day of my life.
Did you go back again? Like, oh, did you know Jay-Z? Could you see this coming? Could you foretell of this?
Yes, I knew. We used to talk, like I remember at Change Clothes video shoot, me and Dane had a little argument, like something that got real personal, and Jay didn't like that. And we had a conversation, and he was like, yo, it's gonna come a time, if none of these guys don't ship up and act right, we gonna ship them out. It ain't gonna be none of this no more. And I'm like, huh? And I'm going to the guys trying to tell everybody, break it down, but nobody was listening to me. They thought they knew they had the blueprint. And it's like, okay, if the boss is saying this is about to be over and y'all not listening to me, I'ma just sit here and watch the credits roll in.
Right.
And it's sad to say that I tried and there was nothing I can do, man.
That's crazy. So the line was already in the sand. At that point, and we ain't got to watch no more of this. Salute to Unc. Salute to Club Shay Shay. Link to this clip will be down below in the description. Hopefully he don't copyright me. I'm just a little man. Unc, don't do it to me. Don't do it to me. The line was already in the sand when it came to Roc-A-Fella. If anybody is old enough to remember, like that was once they got to the point where it felt like they was about to split, that was either you was gonna go with Dame or you was gonna go with Jay. And I really feel like the tipping point was where Kanye was gonna go. I looked at a little bit of this already. He's gonna talk about Kanye. Bleek's gonna talk about Kanye. Kanye was ahead of his time, I think. But if I can remember correctly, I think Dame was the one that discovered Kanye. But Kanye, when the line was drawn in the sand, and it was time to decide, do you go with Dame or do you go with Jay? Kanye decided to go with Jay, but Dame was the one to discover Kanye. I could be wrong. On that one. But I feel like the line was already drawn in the sand when it came to Roc-A-Fella. And at the end of the day, it all stemmed on money. It came back to the money. So, I think Jay maybe felt like he outgrew them, but I mean, Dame, Biggs, those guys you came in the game with. With that being said, I'm not mad at Jay for feeling like he may have outgrown those guys, because if you were growing, even if you came into the game with these guys, you were expecting these guys to grow with you, right? So Biggs is, he's doing his thing. He was always, kind of like the man on the side. Like, he was real quiet. You never really heard a whole lot about Biggs. But Dame was Roc-A-Fella's puff. Like, he needed to be in the mix. He was in the videos. He was all in the scenes and all this. And I mean, he didn't rap. He didn't write no rhymes. He made no beats. I think he did produce a little bit, actually. But I mean, he wasn't like, he was supposed to be the business part of it. So, it's tough, and I'm a fan. I grew up on that era, late 90s, early 2000s. I grew up on that. So to see these guys, guys, Dame really, because Jay's not affected about all of this. I mean, he don't care. But to see Dame, kind of be in the position that he's in right now, it sucks, but he'll be all right. He tough, right? And that's a whole nother story about paid in full. 50, trolling him and all this. Dame is just kind of, Dame might just need to take a break from social media. Just get away. No Instagrams, no Facebooks, because that's where the old heads be. None of that. No tweets. Don't drop no videos on YouTube. Don't do nothing, Dame. Just get them implants put in properly. Don't worry about nothing else. I don't know. If you're interested in any of this, let me know what you think in the comments below. I'm just interested because I grew up on it. So if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button on your way out the door. I appreciate you for watching. And please don't come for 700%. I ain't got it. See you on the next one.